Sometimes, life weighs heavily on the heart without warning. Invisible burdens press down, unnoticed, yet constant, and even when we try to move forward, it feels like walking through thick fog. Seeking forgiveness is a quiet, gentle act, a word we whisper to ourselves. I seek forgiveness, and I begin again. It may seem small, but it changes everything inside. There was a man who carried invisible stones on his shoulders, not because the world was cruel, but because he had never truly released the past. Mistakes repeated themselves in his mind. Words left unsaid echoed in silence. Decisions made in exhaustion haunted him. One evening, sitting alone in his dimly lit room, he took a deep breath and whispered quietly, I seek forgiveness for every mistake, for every moment I let myself down. No sound replied, no event shifted outside, but inside something lightened. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past, but it eases its weight. It lets you see yourself with mercy, without self-blame, without judgment, just quiet acceptance. Days later, he faced a new challenge at work. Normally, he would have felt tension rising, a storm ready to break. This time, he paused and said quietly, I am learning, and I forgive myself for any harsh reaction. The situation did not overwhelm him. He handled it calmly, with a clear mind and a patient heart. This is the wonder of seeking forgiveness. It does not instantly change the world, but it changes your relationship with it, opening room for peace inside. Later, he made another mistake, but instead of falling into guilt, he paused, reflected, and said, I accept myself, and I seek forgiveness. He didn't crumble. He didn't spiral. He continued forward. Sometimes forgiveness is quiet, invisible, yet its impact is profound. It softens the chest, calms the mind, and opens the way to growth. A young woman once struggled with harsh self-criticism. She kept comparing herself to others, and every failure felt like a personal defeat. One evening, she sat on the balcony, watching the city lights shimmer, and whispered, I forgive myself for not knowing better, for not being enough yesterday. She felt relief. It wasn't instant, it wasn't magical, but it was real. Forgiveness is a door, not to the past, but to a renewed self. It doesn't erase mistakes, it changes how we carry them. And the question I leave with you, what burden can you lighten today by allowing yourself forgiveness and a fresh start? Thank you for listening. This was the Power and Stillness podcast. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new release.